Hello and welcome to Nosy Tarot Entertainment, where this nosy person plays with tarot cards for entertainment only. Today we're going to be nosy on Tyler Perry. He's been awfully quiet as far as I know, so I want to see what is going on behind the scenes. Let's go ahead and get started with some major arcana. What is Tyler Perry's overall major arcana, please? Tyler Perry's overall major arcana. We got two. I'm going to take them both. Also, while I was shuffling my cards, I did see two cards that flashed. One was the Devil in the Reverse and the Seven of Swords. Let's see if those come out. What is Tyler Perry's biggest fear or anxiety? Biggest fear or anxiety? What is his personal major arcana? Personal major arcana, please. And what is his professional major arcana? Professional major arcana. And what is his near future major arcana, please? Near future. Near future, please. Okay. So overall major arcana, we got two cards, and those are the Fool and the Death. So it looks like maybe he has had some kind of come to Jesus meeting. There is some kind of recognition, some kind of realization that has put him on a new path, that has transformed him. There is a new day, and you can see the butterflies. They have hatched out of their cocoon. He has gone through change, and he is laying something, the past, to rest. And I don't know if this is something that he has actually done going through a change, or if he is trying to make people feel that he has gone through some kind of pivotal change. And his biggest fear or anxiety, the Hermit. So I think that this means his biggest fear or anxiety is being exposed, being put on blast. I did not look at what his astrological sign is, but this is the Virgo card. And so I think that the internet is a fear of his and just what can be put out there. And there is someone, oh my gosh, I can't think of what his name is, or a show. He's on a show, and I can't think of what it is, but he has come out and said that I believe it was Tyler Perry who has been a little inappropriate with him. And so I think that is the kind of stuff that is Tyler Perry's biggest fear or anxiety. And then we have the personal life here, and we have the Judgment card. So I think these go hand in hand. His overall major arcana is change and starting out on a new path, and having had some kind of awakening, having had shells fall from his eyes, having a new outlook, and rising up and moving forward onto the next stage. And the professional major arcana, the Star card. All right, so he's still very popular, and he is still obviously very talented. And so I think that this just talks about him kind of keeping his head down and working on projects. So I don't know if he is about to release something, or he is working on something. Maybe he's casting, for a new project, but he is, working on that. And he's trying to be very wise about what he does, just full of wisdom. And then the near future, the High Priestess. So this ultimately talks about a group or religion, and he does tend to kind of wave the Christian flag, but being the things that are said about him, the things that he does, or the way he behaves in the shadows and the darkness, this could be not only religion, but maybe some occult behaviors. But I think that he is seeking a higher power. But with this moon being here, and this, witch's hat, also the candles here, some alchemy. I don't know, honestly, if this is talking about Christian beliefs. So when I say that he is seeking a higher power, he is seeking wisdom, I'm hoping that it is from Jesus, who he considers to be his Lord and Savior. But this could also be some dark energies as well. So since we were talking about that, what can we know about Tyler Perry's current spiritual position? Tell us about Tyler Perry's spirituality. Tyler Perry's spirituality at this time. Tyler Perry's spirituality, please. Okay, so the first two cards that came out were the 9 and 10 of Swords. So this is talking about coming to some kind of painful end. And this is about putting things down that others have put upon you. This is about being stressed and overwhelmed and weighed down by things that we have picked up along our journey. Things that have haunted us, stressed us out, given us nightmares, kept us from resting. What else can we know about his spirituality? All right, Temperance, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. So I do think that there is definitely some kind of deception here. I think that, he has been deceiving people. And, to be blunt, I think that he's a liar. And I'm not sure in what sense, but I think that it has affected his character. It has affected how he behaves, the choices he makes, and it has also affected his work. It's also affected who or how people want to work with him. There was a time when everybody wanted to be in a Tyler Perry movie, and now I wouldn't be surprised if there are some people who are passing up the roles. They don't want their agents to put their name in the hat for a part to work with Tyler Perry because they have heard of his proclivities. They have heard of all the different cups that he likes to drink from. And so I think that he has lost some popularity. And I also think that he has kind of pushed people away because he has not been forthcoming. I also think that he is focused on money more than the internal. He is not focused on being like spiritually or emotionally satisfied. He is not, he doesn't care about putting out work that makes him happy. Like, even if it doesn't do very well, he is all about money. And he is all about maintaining a certain stature. And I think that when it comes to his spirituality, that he is really kind of swinging from one extreme to the other. I think that he needs to work on being, either hot or cold. Or he needs to work on being warm. He runs very hot and very cold. And so I think that he might also have a bit of a temper. And so I think that his temper will flare. I think that he is the type of person that is going to ice people out. He is very good at giving the cold shoulder, or he remembers things that are done or said that offend him. And so even if it was 12, 14 years ago that you did or said something that offended him, in his next project, you're not going to be involved at all. Like, he will completely and totally ice you out. Tell us about Tyler Perry's spiritual practices, please. The Star. We got the Star card again. This is the second time. We also got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We got the Judgment card again, and the Page of Swords in the reverse. So we have a Page and a Knight, both in reverse, and then two major arcana that are in the upright. And again, we are talking about spirituality. So I think that he has definitely departed from I think he's definitely departed from Christianity. I think that is more of a shroud that he wears. It's like a safe zone for him, and it's almost like that's what he's known for, you know. It would be like the equivalent of Lady Gaga being known for, you know, what made her famous, you know, Poker Face, all those hits when she first came out. That is what she's known for. Now she has continued to be famous and just put out bops, and she expanded into movies, but the things that made her famous, that is what she's known for, and that is the veil that Tyler Perry is holding on to, and it's not him anymore. And I think that he knows that is what made him famous. And so he is trying to keep himself surrounded by whatever is going to illuminate him and lead him to success. So now I'm just going to pull some generalized questions. I want to know, yes or no, is Tyler Perry going to have some legal issues that come out? No. Okay, well, this says no, but this is the moon card. And this talks about illusion. This talks about instability. And it talks about like insecurity and fears and anxiety. So even though this says no, I think it's yes. Tell us about these possible legal issues. King of Swords, Ace of Swords, we got that again, but it was in the reverse earlier, and the King of Wands in the reverse. So I think that these legal issues are going to be about him. This is the King of Wands in the reverse, and this is somebody who is exceptionally creative. This is somebody who can be considered a savant. And the King of Swords is somebody who is very, very smart. And the King of Wands does not deal with people who do not work. Like, I don't have time to play with you. Time is money, and we need to create. And this one here, like, if you're lying, if you're being deceitful, or if they don't trust you, they are going to focus on you. They're going to hyper fixate on what you do and what you say because they think that you are lying and they're trying to catch you. And I think these two sides of him, the way that he presents as a director, a writer, an actor, I think that is what is going to get him in into some legal issues. And I also think that he is going to we're going to see a thread between the people that come out, and it's going to be almost like the Diddy situation. You know, they had to drink if they were going to be at a party, and then they suddenly woke up, you know, feeling woozy and in a bed. There is going to be a common theme with the Tyler Perry issues. What can we know about, well, let's see what that says. Yeah, so this is, I think that there's going to be several claims against Tyler Perry, at least three, because this is a Three of Pentacles. So this talks about collaboration. This could also be about people who are under his power. And I mean, granted, he is huge and famous. And so I don't think there are a whole lot of people who are above him in power. So I think that is what it is going to end up telling us. What else can we know about Tyler Perry? Anything? What do you want us to know about Tyler Perry? Two of Swords and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so this is very, very interesting. Keep in mind that we have had the Judgment card twice, the Star card twice, and also this Death card over here, because this talks about change and transition. And that could be for the better, or it could be for the worse. And I think that this talks about him having two different roads. And it's like that Robert Frost poem that says, what is it? It's two roads diverged in a yellow wood, one of which is less taken, because one is more difficult. The other is straighter, it is easier, and it's you know, more likely to be taken, while the other might be crooked and have some jagged terrain. So when you are presented with a difficult situation, are you going to choose the one that is easy or the one that is more difficult? And I think that this talks about him almost reneging on He always says, I think that he used to talk about like when he was homeless and living in the car, like, God saved him. And, he'd always talk about Jesus. But I think that when he got so successful and he had the option to either continue to follow Christ or to move on and not be as close with him, I think that he folded on his beliefs and he was comfortable moving forward in a less Christian type of way. So now I'm just going to do a general spread. Well, first I want to know, these are my oracle cards. I don't always use them. They do have a lot of relationship cards in here, but otherwise there are some non-relationship ones, but I want to see what comes out here. Tell us about what Tyler Perry was doing in the shadows. The things we don't know about. Wow, that one just flew out. What was Tyler Perry doing in the shadows? Things we don't know about. Let me pick up this other card. Okay, so this was a card that flew off the table and out of my hand. Pregnancy test. Unsure, pregnancy scare, positive, negative. He was fulfilling fantasies. He was, recording, announcement, expression, revealing, putting on a show. Okay, so I do get the sense that maybe the fulfilling the fantasy and putting on a show, that kind of stuff was being recorded. Envy, that is one of the 7 deadly sins. That is something, I think the Bible says that the 7 deadly sins, they make God sad. But that is something that could divide you from God, knowing they fucked up. Emotional intelligence, that was in the reverse. So I think that maybe he lacked emotional intelligence. And hater, so I think that right now he is just kind of chalking everything up to people being jealous, envious, being haters. Let's see what comes out in his general spread. His overall energy, the Fool in the reverse. Okay, so remember we got the Fool earlier. It came out with the Death card. It was in the upright. So I think that this is him wanting to turn a new leaf, wanting to start a new journey, wanting to be a new person. But right now he is reckless. He has been naive and he has behaved in a way that has been foolish. Let's see what this reading is primarily about. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. Again, this is being reckless. This is not thinking things through, and this is taking a step before you think of consequences. Let's see what is crossing or opposing him. 4 of Cups in the reverse. So this is what is opposing him is being forgotten, being bored, never being satisfied, thinking that the grass is always greener, and never having enough. It's also instability, because 4 is stability. If it's in the reverse, it's instability. Let's see what's on his conscious mind. The Empress in the reverse. Okay, so this is interesting because this could be an upset wife, a wife who is unhappy with him. This could be his marriage on the rocks, or it could be him hoping that someone is not pregnant. This is him wanting someone to not be pregnant. So we'll definitely pull a clarifier on that card. Let's see the subconscious mind. 8 of Wands in the reverse. So I think that he's a little concerned about his popularity, his momentum, and his career slowing down. It makes me think of Jordan Peele, because earlier when I was thinking about, what cards I was going to pull for Tyler Perry, I was really thinking, like, what has he done lately? And I couldn't really think of anything other than the new version of The Color Purple. And I was thinking, well, how come I haven't heard anything about him? And full transparency, I have in the last year. I got rid of cable and I started streaming a whole bunch of stuff, but I only have like, two, maybe three streaming platforms. And where I live, movie tickets cost $13 a piece, and that's just more than I'm willing to spend. And if I do spend 13 bucks for a ticket, I'm not going to go see Tyler Perry. I'm more of a Jordan Peele kind of girl. And it made me think, you know what? I bet he is a little nervous about other people who are up and coming and gaining momentum in their arts because, like Jordan Peele, he's so incredibly talented. And there was a time when people felt that way about Tyler Perry. And I could be, I could be wrong, but personally, I would prefer to go see a Jordan Peele production and not a Tyler Perry. And this Eight in the Reverse makes me wonder if perhaps community, society as a whole, is feeling that way about Tyler Perry productions or projects. Let's see his past. Five of Cups. So this is about being negative. This is about focusing on the bad, focusing on what we have lost. This is about depression. This is about sadness, mourning. And remember, Five of Cups, and what was crossing or opposing him? The Four of Cups in the reverse. So we've gone Four of Cups, Five of Cups. Let's see if the Six of Cups pops out. Near future, Six of Swords. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be some movement. Maybe he's going to be traveling, but there's definitely going to be some kind of movement. And I think that it's going to be both in his, I think it's going to be physical, but also emotional, because look at all this water. So I think that emotionally and mentally, because we're talking swords here, which is communication, mental status, our state of awareness, this is about him emotionally moving on and that kind of easing up his mind. Let's see him in regards to all of these cards. King of Pentacles. He's good. He's sitting on his stack of money. So he's not only sitting on plenty of money, but he seems to find comfort in his work. And friends or family. The Hermit in the reverse. Now remember, the Hermit came out earlier about his biggest fear or anxiety, and it looks like his family may be unhappy with him. So again, I go back to this Empress in the reverse on his conscious mind, because the Hermit in the reverse can be not only going into a cave to be by yourself, but being there for a long period to the point where you may be thought of as a recluse. Like you don't want to come out, you don't want to be around anybody. Let's see a hope or a fear. Okay, so I think that this is a hope. This is the Emperor. I think that he wants to be the Emperor, and for some reason I feel like he has an Emperor above him, because I did say earlier that with him being, so incredibly successful and famous, there's not a lot of people that are more powerful than him, but there are a few. And so I think that he wants to keep those people happy, and he wants to keep his throne as an emperor himself. And final outcome, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so I think this is him just kind of laying back, waiting and seeing what pops up, seeing what comes out. Not saying anything, not doing anything. Has he commented at all on the Diddy situation or the Diddy case? Because I don't think that he will. He's just going to stay real quiet and look at everything that comes out. Now let's do some clarification. I want to know about this Four of Cups. I want to know about this Empress. I want to know about the Six of Swords, the Hermit, and the Emperor. Clarify this Four of Cups, please. Clarify this Four of Cups. Another four. Why is this Empress in the reverse? More on this Empress, please. Fell on the Seven of Pentacles over here. Clarify this Six of Swords, please. Clarify. Tell us about this Hermit in the reverse, please. Tell us about this Emperor. Okay, so we got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse earlier when I was asking about his spirituality. And so I think that friends or family, they are upset with the person that money has made him. And they're like, money and being a shitty person, it's a horrible exchange. We would rather you be a good person and we have no money than you be who you've become because of money. So I think that there is definitely some greed, or like a spirit of never being satisfied within him that his family doesn't like. Now, over here, the Four of Cups in the reverse, this is what was crossing or opposing him, and it is clarified by hoarding. This is about being scared of losing what you have. This is not being willing to let go. Let go of. It could be people because this is material. It could be friend. I mean, it could be people. It could be actual like finances, or it could be your status or his status. And then I wanted to know about this Empress in the reverse, and I think that this is somebody who is, from his past, and I think that it could be another person's partner. I think that it could be somebody who has the King of Wands as his as their partner. And remember, we got the King of Wands earlier. It was in the reverse though. But look at how this King of Wands is looking at their past relationship and this Empress who is unhappy. And I just realized we have the Empress here and the Emperor that came out in his hopes or fears. So this could be talking about him wanting this relationship to be smooth, not have any issues, and to just kind of work itself out the way he wants it to. So I didn't realize that there was a couple on that came out. Now let's see about this movement. We got the Page of Cups and the World in the reverse. Yeah, so I'm curious if maybe he didn't do some partying when he would travel, like the whole, like one of the claims that Diddy was in traffic, if you know what I mean. And the whole like Jeffrey issue where they traveled the world for love matters. And I'm curious if the travel does not come out. And then the Emperor was clarified by the Three of Cups. Yeah, so he still wants to be good with the people. He wants to be seen favorably with the fans, with other, like his peers, and those that are higher above him as well. Now, I want to know his near future. Near future of Tyler Perry, please. Near future. This is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles has come out in what? Three out of my 4 decks, not including my oracles. So every deck other than my oracle and my major arcana, the Ten of Pentacles has come out. The Nine of Swords and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So I think that his near future, he's going to be stressing out about money propositions, things that he, like jobs that he offered, or maybe opportunities that he offered people money for. Yes, that's what that man, oh my gosh, still can't remember his name. That's what he was talking about, being offered money or parts for doing things. Closing message for Tyler Perry. Three cards. We got the Three of Swords in the reverse. We got the Three of Wands and the Five of Swords. So you know what this makes me think about? I think that we're going to hear about some settlements that he has made. This talks about planning, having foresight, and also this is the Sun. This is the conscious mind or the ego. And this right here is the Aries. So I don't know if he's an Aries, but we have 2 third eye chakras here. So this person is almost looking out beyond this Three of Swords. And so this is about releasing pain and healing from some kind of heartbreak or betrayal and offering forgiveness and peaceful resolution. So I'm curious if there's going to be like some settlements that Tyler Perry that we hear about. So that is my reading for Tyler Perry. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you in my next reading.